Sam Darnold's journey through the NFL has rarely been linear. Once labeled a disappointment after early career struggles, the former top draft pick has now authored one of the league's most compelling redemption arcs. After a career-defining season with the Minnesota Vikings, Darnold is headed to the Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks, just 1 year after Minnesota decided he was no longer their future. For those who played alongside him, that success is both inspiring and painful, none more so than Vikings superstar Justin Jefferson, who admitted the moment is emotionally complicated. It's tough to watch, but of course I love that he's in the Super Bowl, Jefferson told USA Today. I'm happy for him. I want nothing but the best for him, especially the way his journey was at first. People doubted him. People didn't give him the respect. Now they're giving him that respect. Now they're seeing that he's a top-tier quarterback in this league. Darnold's resurgence didn't happen overnight. After bouncing between teams early in his career, he finally found consistency in Minnesota under head coach Kevin O'Connell, whose quarterback-friendly system unlocked Darnold's confidence and decision-making. The 2024 season was the turning point. Darnold led the Vikings to a 14-3 record, finishing among the league leaders with 300-plus passing yards and 35 touchdowns. More importantly, he commanded the offense with poise, cutting down on turnovers and delivering in high-pressure moments. An O player benefited more from that growth than Justin Jefferson. The All-Pro wideout posted elite numbers once again, catching 103 passes for 1,533 yards and 10 touchdowns in just 14 games with Darnold throwing him the ball. Their chemistry was undeniable: precise timing routes, fearless throws into tight windows, and a shared trust that allowed the offense to thrive. That connection is exactly why Jefferson's emotions are conflicted now. Selfishly, I wish he had done that for us, Jefferson admitted. But to see him blossom and bounce back right after last year and make it this year, I'm all happy for him. I hope he wins. I'm rooting for Seattle, and I think Seattle is going to win. Despite the success, Minnesota made a bold and controversial choice. In the 2025 offseason, the Vikings decided to move on from Darnold and hand the franchise to J.J. McCarthy, their first-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The move was framed as an investment in youth and long-term upside. But the results didn't match the vision that McCarthy struggled to stay healthy and consistent. He appeared in only 10 games, finishing with a 6-4 record, 1,632 passing yards, a 57.2% completion rate, and 11 total touchdowns before injuries once again derailed his season. The Vikings failed to make the playoffs, a sharp contrast to their success just 1 year earlier. Jefferson still surpassed 1,000 receiving yards, but the season marked a noticeable dip. He finished with 84 catches for 1,048 yards and just 2 touchdowns, missing the Pro Bowl for only the second time in his career. For a player accustomed to dominance, it was a frustrating step backward. Meanwhile, Darnold signed a 3-year, $100.5 million contract with Seattle, seized control of the Seahawks offense, and led them on a deep playoff run that now ends with a Super Bowl appearance against the New England Patriots on February 8. The on-field regression triggered consequences off the field. Following a disappointing 2025 campaign, the Vikings parted ways with general manager Adofo-Mensah, a stunning move given that he had received a multi-year extension just 8 months earlier. Vikings owner Mark Wilf insisted the firing wasn't about one mistake, but rather an accumulation of decisions. It's a body of work, Wilf said. It's 4 years of where we've been. We feel we need to get to a better place. Behind the scenes, however, reports painted a more turbulent picture. ESPN's Adam Schefter described significant internal tension, with one source calling the environment ugly. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport added that the strain between the coaching staff and front office, particularly regarding quarterback direction, played a major role. The center of it all was the decision to let Darnold walk after a 14-3 season. Now, as Darnold prepared for the biggest game of his career, the contrast couldn't be sharper. Seattle is thriving, energized by a quarterback who finally earned league-wide respect. Minnesota, meanwhile, is searching for answers, both at quarterback and in the front office. For Jefferson, the moment is layered with pride, regret, and perspective. He knows how close the Vikings were and how different things might look if Darnold were still under center. The NFL rarely offers clean narratives, but this one is hard to ignore. The quarterback Minnesota moved on from is one win away from a championship, while the franchise that let him go is resetting once again. And as Super Bowl Sunday approaches, that reality only makes the questions louder.